Rupees 78 is divided among 7 men, 11 women and 5 boys, so that each woman may have thrice as much as a boy and as much as a man and a boy together. Find the share of a man. So basically there is a total amount of rupees 78 which is divided among 7 men, 11 women and 5 boys. So let us assume each man gets M, each man gets M rupees, each woman gets W rupees and each boy gets B rupees. So can you say 7M plus 11W plus 5B is equal to 78? Yes, right? The share of each man is M. So 7 times the share of each person plus 11 times the share of each woman plus 5 times the share of each boy will be 78. So that's one equation. What else is given? It has been divided among these guys in such a way that each woman may have thrice as much as a boy. Each woman may have thrice as much as a boy, which means W is equal to 3 times boy. The share of each woman is 3 times the share of a boy. And again, remember, and refers to the preceding. I mean, when you say and, it refers to the first person here. So each woman again. Each woman is thrice as much as a boy, and each woman again is as much as a man and a boy together. A man and a boy together. That means the same woman W is also equivalent to B plus M. So each woman gets 3B, each woman also gets B plus M. So I think 3 equations and 3 unknowns can we solve? Equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3. He's asking us to find out the share of a man. M is equal to what is the question? Do that. How do we do? I think first of all, if you compare these two, I can say 3B equals to B plus M. So M is equal to 2B. I guess we are done. We know that W equals to 3B and we know that M is equal to 2B. Substitute back in the first equation. So what do we get? 7 into M. M is equal to 2B. So 7 into 2B. Sitter. It is easy. 11 into W. W is 3B plus 5B equals 78. So 14B plus 33B is 47B plus 5B. 52B is 78. So what is B? I think this is 26 times 3, 26 times 2, right? So 1.5. B is equal to 1.5. He's asking us to find out the share of a man. Man is equal to 2B. Substitute back. So 2B is what? 2 into 1.5. M is equal to 2 into 1.5, which is 3. So your answer is option 2, right? In a vegetable shop, there are 3 different types of vegetables, namely cabbage, potato and carrot. In the ratio 1:57:3. Right? So 3 different types of vegetables, cabbage, potato, carrot, the ratio of which is 1:57:3. The shop owner proposes a new scheme to increase his sales. Right? Shop owner proposes a new scheme to increase his sales, which says that with every 15 potatoes, 1 carrot is given as free. And when a customer receives 11 free carrots, he gets 1 cabbage as bonus. So if you buy 15 potatoes, you will get 1 carrot free. And when a customer receives 11 free carrots, he gets 1 cabbage as bonus. And one important point that is mentioned is cabbages and carrots are only given as free products. One cannot buy cabbages and carrots. These are not for sale. These are only freebies, right? Cabbages and carrots are only given as free products. Now, a man buys some potatoes and receives 12 cabbages along with some carrots. A man buys some potatoes. He has bought some potatoes, and by the virtue of this scheme, it says for every 15 potatoes you get 1 carrot free, and once you receive 11 free carrots, you get 1 cabbage as bonus. This man has got how many cabbages? 12 cabbages. He has received 12 cabbages free on the purchase of his potatoes, on the transaction that he has done. And along with that, he has also got some free carrots, along with some carrots. After this, the shop owner is left with no carrot. Right? He's got no carrot after this transaction. All the carrots are over. So what is the number of potatoes left in the shop? The number of potatoes left in the shop is the question. The number of potatoes left in the shop. Let's solve this. So what do we do? Understand. We know that the ratio of cabbage is to potato is to carrot is equal to 1:57:3, which means for every 1 cabbage there are 57 potatoes and there are 3 carrots in the shop. Now, according to the scheme, when you buy 15 potatoes, you get 1 carrot free, and once you accumulate 11 free carrots, you will get 1 cabbage as bonus. And we know that cabbages and carrots are only free products. Now, this man who has bought some potatoes got how many cabbages? 12 cabbages along with some carrots. Now the key here is this 12 carrots. You got to understand 12 cabbages basically. We have to use this properly, right? He has got 12 cabbages free. See, when will you get 12 cabbages? For you to get one cabbage, you should get 11 free carrots, and you'll get 11 free carrots only when you have bought 15 potatoes. Are you able to follow? So can we conclude that the number of potatoes bought, number of potatoes which have been bought is equal to, see, he has got 12 cabbages. When will he get 12? It is like this, right? You buy 15 potatoes, you get 1 carrot. And once you accumulate 11 carrots, you get 1 cabbage, right? Now this fellow has got 12 cabbages. 12 cabbages. So can you say 12 cabbages is equal to 12 into 11 carrots? He's got 12 cabbages, which is equal to 12 into 11 carrots. Right? We know that he gets 1 carrot for 15 potatoes. So can you say 12 into 11 carrots? 12 into 11 carrots is equal to 12 into 11 into, each carrot can be replaced with 15 potatoes? Yes. So we can now conclude that he has bought these many potatoes, right? Number of potatoes that he has bought is 12 into 11 into 15. He has bought 12 into 11 into 15 potatoes, right? Yes or no? 12 into 11 into 15. So how many potatoes has been bought totally? Calculate this. 12 into 11, 132. 132 into 15, which is like 1320 plus 660. It will be 1980, right? He has got 1980 potatoes. He has bought 1980 potatoes. He has bought 1980 potatoes. Understand one more point, that the question says after this transaction, the man got 12 cabbages along with some carrots. After this, the shop owner is left with no carrot, which means he has exhausted all the carrots. After this thing, he has exhausted all the carrots. You're able to follow? So can I say, see, he has bought 1980 potatoes. Does not mean that the shop had 1980 potatoes. The shop will have more number of potatoes. But definitely the shop will have only these many carrots. The number of carrots that the shop had. See, number of potatoes is 12. Number of potatoes is equal to 12. I mean, the equation is with respect to 12 cabbages. 12 cabbages is equal to 12 into 11 carrots, which is equal to 12 into 11 into 15 potatoes, which comes out to be 1980 potatoes. But I can conclude that the number of carrots is equal to 12 into 11, 132. 132 carrots, right? 132 carrots. You're able to follow? Number of carrots is 132. And total number of carrots actually. I mean, this is the number of potatoes bought. I should actually write it properly. Number of potatoes bought is this. But number of carrots, total number of carrots in the shop. Total number of carrots in the shop is equal to 132. Now, as per the ratio, number of carrots is 3x. I mean, I can take it as x. You know, our usual style. X, 57x and 3x. 3 parts, 57 parts in 1 part. So, number of carrots is 3 parts. These 3 parts is equal to 132. So, can I say 3x is equal to 132? Implies x is equal to 132 by 3, which comes out to be 44. So, each part is equal to 44. So, can I say number of potatoes, total number of potatoes is 57x, right? So, total number of potatoes is equal to 57x, which is 57 into 44. 57 into 44. What is 57 into 44? 57 into 40, which is 50 into 40 will be 2000, and 7 into 40 will be 280. So 2000, 280, right? 57 into 44, right? So 57 into 40, let's do first. What is 57 into 40? 50 into 40, 2000, 7 into 40, 280, 2280. If 57 into 40 is 2280, 57 into 4 will be 228. So 2280 plus 228. You're getting it? I mean, I'm explaining you that split and merge part. You should be able to do this calculation mentally. 57 into 44. I'm doing 57 into 40 first. Or 57 into 4. 57 into 4 is how much? 228. So 57 into 40 will be 2280. Plus 228. Again, this also should be done mentally, right? You should not be putting pen on paper. So 2280 plus 200, 2480 plus 2280 plus 200, 2480. 2480 plus 20, 2500 plus 8, 2508. So this is 2508. Right? What is he asking us to find out? Read the question properly. The question says, after this, the shop owner is left with, what is the number of not parrots, number of potatoes left in the shop. Number of potatoes left in the shop. Number of potatoes left in the shop will be nothing but total number of potatoes. See, we have found total number of potatoes to be 2508. The number of potatoes bought to be 1980. Take the difference of these two. You're able to follow. Now take the difference of these two. What do we get? So number of potatoes left in the shop will be equal to 2508 minus 1980. So 2500 minus 1980 will be how much? 528. 528 is the answer. 528 is which option? Option 2. And I'm sure all of you have done this to get the answer. Well and good. All good so far. 528 is the correct answer, right? And I was glad that all of you have got the right answer, 528. But let me draw your attention to one point. While the answer is correct, our solution is incomplete, I would say. Now you might be wondering, what nonsense is this? How can the answer be correct but solution be wrong? Solution also seems to be correct. But understand, the one point which we did not really focus on is this. A man buys some potatoes and receives 12 cabbages along with some carrots. Along with some carrots. Now I'll tell you what exactly is not very clear here. According to the question, the man got 12 cabbages. We have considered that 12 cabbages along with 12 cabbages along with some carrots. See, if he has got 12 cabbages, means he has got 132 carrots also. See, basically if you look at this person who has bought potatoes, how many potatoes did he buy? He has bought 1980 potatoes. Along with that, he has got 12 cabbages free and he has also got 132 carrots free. So altogether, what is he taking in his bag? He is taking 1980 potatoes, for which he earned 132 carrots free, and for earning this 132 carrots free, he has earned 12 cabbages free, which is fine. But one point that we have missed is, we have assumed in this whole solution that the number of carrots that the man is taking from this shop is equal to 132, which need not be the case. Which need not be the case. You're getting me? I'll explain you why. It can be more than 132 also. The number of carrots can also be more than 132. You're able to follow? Number of carrots. Can it not be more than 132? Just think of that once. See, try to understand that he will get a cabbage. He will get a cabbage free as a bonus only if he gets 11 free carrots. So the idea is this, right? I mean, let me do the remaining part in a different color. Whatever we are doing in this dark blue here is to just tell you what point we have missed. Our answer is correct. 520 is correct, but we did not consider this point. If he gets 11 carrots, he will get 1 cabbage. If he gets 22 carrots, he will get 2 cabbages. What if he gets 25 carrots? See, number of carrots is based on number of potatoes. If he has bought 15 potatoes, he'll get 1 carrot. So 15 into, basically 15 into 11, meaning for every 165 potatoes, he will get 11 free carrots. So 165 potatoes will give him 11 free carrots. And he'll also get 1 cabbage free. Similarly, 330 potatoes will give him 22 free carrots, and because he is getting 22 free carrots, he'll get 2 cabbages free. But what if he has got 25 carrots? See, number of carrots is based on number of potatoes. Let's say he has bought some potatoes and he has got 25 carrots free. The condition is, if you accumulate 11 free carrots, then I'll give you 1 cabbage free. In this case, he has accumulated 11 carrots, he got 1 cabbage free. 22 carrots, he got 12 cabbages free. But what happens if there are 25 carrots? If there are 25 carrots, then the man would get only 2 cabbages. In this case also, he will get only 2 cabbages because he could accumulate only 2 multiples of 11. So basically this 25 can be split as 22 carrots for which he will earn 2 cabbages, and then those 3 carrots for which he will not get a cabbage free. For these 3 carrots, he is not going to get a cabbage free. The bonus is only for those multiples of 11. So these 3 carrots he will carry. Why did he get these 3 carrots extra? Because he bought 45 more potatoes. See, each potato will give him 1 carrot. So maybe if he has bought 45 more potatoes, he will get 3 carrots free. So if you expand this after 132 also, it is possible. See, 132 is a multiple of 11. What we have done in the solution is, we have only considered the number of carrots to be a multiple of 11. Number of carrots that he will carry with him to be a multiple of 11. But it is possible that the man actually took 135 carrots. The man actually got 135 carrots. Out of this 135, for 132 carrots, he has got 12 cabbages. But for the remaining 3 carrots, he won't get a cabbage. But that does not mean that he has not bought more apples, more potatoes. He would have bought more potatoes. I hope you are able to follow the point. Right? Very clearly the question says cabbages and carrots are given only as free products. He is only taking it as free product. You are getting me? Let us just take one example. Instead of 1980, let us assume the person has bought 1995 carrots, 1995 potatoes. What happens in that case? I mean, I am running out of space here, so it's a little difficult, but I think I can clear some of these parts, right? Now that we have understood the solution, let us just clear these parts. I mean, I need some space to explain you with an example. Right? Let us assume that this person has bought 1995 potatoes. If it is 1995, see, for 1980 potatoes, he will get 132 carrots. But for 1995 potatoes, he will get 133 carrots. But he will get only 12 cabbages. You have understood. What we have considered in our solution is that he is carrying only 132 carrots. But the point is, this 1995 can be taken as 1980 plus 15. For these 1980, he will get 132 carrots. For this 15, he will get 1 carrot. You are able to follow? This is the number of potatoes. This is the number of carrots. And for these 132 carrots that he has got, he will get 12 cabbages. For this 1 carrot, because it is not a full multiple of 11, he will get 0 cabbages. So while the total number of potatoes is 1980 plus 15, 1995, right? The total number of carrots is 133 and number of cabbages remain 12 only. So the point is, while the number of cabbages remain 12, the number of carrots that he has taken out could be 133 instead of 132 that we have considered here. And the number of potatoes that he has purchased could be 1995 instead of 1980 that we have considered here. You're able to follow? However, one more point that we need to consider is the number of carrots also cannot be 133 because it has to be a multiple of 3. You see, carrots, if you look at the overall ratio, cabbage is to potato is to carrots, the ratio is 1 is to 57 is to 3. So the number of carrots have to be a multiple of 3. It has to be a multiple of 3. 133 is not a multiple of 3. But beyond 132, there are other multiples of 3. Like 132 is a multiple of 3, right? Number of carrots 132 is a multiple of 3. That's how we have got 44, right? We said 3x equals to 132. So x equals to 132 by 4. So 133, 134 are not possible. But after that, 135 is possible. 135 is a multiple of 3. 138 is possible. 141 is possible. All these are multiples of 3. 144 also is possible and so on. You're getting it? You have to just look at what are the other multiples. So after 132, the next multiple of 3 is 135, 138, 141 and 144. However, again, 144 cannot be considered. 144 cannot be considered in the picture. You're able to follow? 133 is ruled out. What can come next is 135. Or it can be 138, or it can be 141 or 144, but then 144 also gets ruled out. Why will 144 get ruled out? Because the moment it becomes 144, the moment it becomes 144, why can't it be 144? It can be 144 also, right? Why am I saying it's not 144? Hold on. 132 and then it is 143. So it can be 144 also. But now it cannot be 144, I'll tell you. Why was I thinking it cannot be multiple of 144? It cannot be 144 because the moment it becomes 144, these 144 carrots can be split as 143 and 1. See, it was supposed to be a simple question. All of you very easily got 132 as, 528 as answer. But I am sure not many of you have understood all this reasoning behind this. You are lucky, I would say, that the answer is 528. Right? If for the same question, fifth option is none of this, then I would say your answer is wrong. For the same question, if fifth option is given as none of this, then the answer is wrong because answer, strictly speaking, cannot be determined. To this question, if you ask me, strictly the answer cannot be determined. I am glad that you have got 528, but I am also disappointed that you did not consider all this. Now, why it can't be 144? Why it can't be 144? Because if it is 144 carrots can be split as 143 plus 1. And for these 143 carrots, he would get 13 cabbages because 143 by 11 is 13. But question very clearly says that he has got only 12 cabbages. So which means it cannot go beyond 143. So 144 is ruled out. But then it can be 135, it can be 138, it can be 141. In all these three cases, while the number of cabbages that he gets is 12 only, the number of carrots can be more than 132. It can be, 135, which means 3 carats extra. It can be 138, which means 6 carats extra. It can be 141, which means 9 carats extra. And as the number of carats increases, the number of potatoes bought also increases. Because for each carat, he is taking 15 potatoes. So if it is 135 carats, what happens? If it is 135 carats, then the number of potatoes will be 135 into 11. 135 into 15. Basically 45 more potatoes. And then from the total, we have to subtract 45 more. Of course, if you do all this, if you start doing, answer can be determined. Well, I said answer cannot be determined. Answer cannot be determined because from the given options only 528 satisfies, but otherwise there are multiple answers possible. You're able to follow. If I take 135 carats, what happens? Out of this, for 132 carats, he has got 12 cabbages. For the extra 3 carats, he has bought 45 more potatoes. So, the number of potatoes bought will become 1980 plus 45. So, the number of potatoes left will be 2508 minus 1980 minus 45, which means from this 528, you have to subtract 45. You're getting it? So, those possibilities are there. However, you will figure out that when you do the calculations for 135, 138 and 141, these numbers are not available in the options. The only number which is available is 528. And hence 528 can be considered as a correct answer. But like I said, strictly speaking, answer cannot be determined. Answer cannot be determined. You're able to follow because he said he has got those 12 cabbages along with some 3 carats, along with some carrots. Now, some carrots does not mean that the number of carrots are proportional only to the cabbages. There can be extra carrots also. You're getting it? You're getting it? So, more number of carrots, more potatoes bought. More potatoes bought, less potatoes left. Right? Of course, if you check for these 3 values, options, the only option that satisfies is 528. So basically we are considering 4 options for carats. 132, 135, 138, 141. Out of that only 132 gives you a corresponding answer of 528 and remaining 3 options do not satisfy. So option 2 is the answer. Alright.